Hi, this is my discussion video thread for a Christian worldview and psychopathology video. So, when looking at psychopathology with a Christian worldview, this is something that I haven't really thought about previously, so it's really interesting for me to do this assignment. So, according to Smith and Hodge's psychopathology from a Christian worldview, it is the study of mental health disorders in the context of their relationships with God and people around them. This perspective shows us that we are created in God's image and that we are susceptible to both physical and spiritual issues. So, though the Bible doesn't specifically call mental health issues what we call them today, the Bible does acknowledge human suffering. And we see this in Psalm 38:18. I feel it is important to recognize these kinds of abnormalities because the Bible urges us to seek healing and comfort through God. And moving on to another view of these abnormalities, they can also be seen as symptoms that deviate from the norm. So the secular perspective on understanding all of the different factors include biological factors and environmental factors that attribute to these abnormalities. So in our textbook, they emphasize the importance of biological, cognitive, behavior, and social emotional factors. So this way we can figure out how to treat the issues and what treatments would be best for those. So while both of these perspectives look at and acknowledge the existence of these abnormalities, the approach on understanding and addressing those abnormalities is done in different ways. So the Christian way emphasizes spiritual aspects of human nature and integrations of faith and healing. And like mental health, mental well-being, and the secular perspective primarily targets the biological and physical factors and focus on diagnosis and treatments. So basically, what that means in further detail is when you're looking at psychopathology through a Christian worldview, they recognize these abnormalities and struggles, but they look at them through the lens that all of these issues can be fixed through your relationship with God. That through faith in God, you can better yourself and you can improve yourself and you can work through these abnormalities. Where in the secular view, God is not really a factor. So they also acknowledge all of these abnormalities, but they label them more as mental health issues, and they're more wanting to diagnose you with specific issues and figure out what treatments can combat those issues. So I think that a mix of both of these perspectives is probably the best way to go about it, in my personal opinion. But it's super interesting to see the different ways that different ways of thinking address different issues. So thank you so much.